All right, let's get right into it. We're going to break down how literally millions of people are using something that's probably sitting in your wallet right now. Yep, a credit card to travel all over the world for free. Now, I know it sounds a little too good to be true, but it's a real system, and today we're going to show you exactly how it works. So, let me ask you this. Fly anywhere in the world for $0. Is that even possible? And the answer is a definite yes. Look, this isn't some scam or a super complicated hack. It's really just about understanding a system that's already out there and, making it work for you instead of against you. You see, when it comes to credit cards, most of us see them in one of two ways. On one hand, there's the fear, right? The idea of dangerous debt, of paying all that interest, the feeling that it's just a financial trap waiting to happen. But then there's the other side, the power. We're talking free flights, incredible rewards, and turning it into a tool that unlocks amazing experiences. So, which is it?
Okay, let's tackle the fear first because it's totally real and honestly, it's valid. This is what we call the credit card trap, and it's the main reason so many people are, pretty nervous about this whole thing.
Here's the hard truth of it all. The banks designed this system to make money, not lose it. So, if you don't get the rules, if you carry a balance from month to month and start paying interest, well, then you're the one funding the free flights for everybody else. The whole system really relies on the profits it makes from people who don't know how to play the game.
But what if you could just flip that whole dynamic on its head? That right there is the free flight secret. It's all about knowing the rules so well that you never, ever pay the system a single dime in interest. Instead, you get the system to pay you.
So enough about the what. Let's get to the how. I'm going to lay out a really clear step-by-step plan for you that shows exactly how to make this system work to your advantage. All right, here we go. This is your 4-step plan. It's a simple, repeatable process that's going to take you from your normal everyday spending all the way to your next trip without ever paying for the flight. And this is where the magic really starts to happen, the sign-up bonus. See, to get you in the door, credit card companies offer these massive incentives. We're talking 60,000 points, sometimes even more, just for hitting a spending goal in the first few months. And that bonus alone, that can be enough for a free round-trip flight. So, the whole thing breaks down into 4 really easy steps. Step 1, get that huge sign-up bonus. Step 2, use the card for all your normal daily expenses. Step 3, and this is the big one, you have to pay your full balance every month. And finally, step 4, redeem your points the smart way. Let's break them down. Now, step 2 is so important because this is not about spending more money. People who are good at this never do that. They just shift the spending they were going to do anyway, on groceries, gas, all their monthly bills, onto the new credit card. That's how they hit the bonus and earn points on everything. Okay, I need you to listen up because this slide right here, this is the golden rule. Step 3 is, without a doubt, the most critical part of this entire strategy. You must pay your full balance on time every single month. The second you pay even $1 in interest, it just starts eating away at the value of your rewards. This part is completely non-negotiable. All right, moving on to step 4, redeeming your points smartly. This is where so many beginners mess up. They see that button to redeem their points for cash, and they just take it. And yeah, it's simple, but it's super inefficient. The real power, the real value comes from using those exact same points for travel. And this just shows you how huge that difference is. When you use your points for flights or hotels, you can get anywhere from 2 to 5 times more value from every single point. So that 60,000 point bonus isn't just worth $600 in cash, it could be worth over $1,000, maybe even more in travel. Theory is one thing, but let's look at a real-world example so you can see just how powerful this is when you put all 4 steps together. Check this out. Someone got one new credit card, hit the sign-up bonus just by paying for their normal monthly stuff, and then used those points to book a flight from New York to Paris. The ticket price was $900, but what they actually paid out of their own pocket? A big, fat 0. That's the system working for you. Okay, before we wrap this up, we've got to talk about the flip side. We've talked about the rewards, now we have to talk about the risks. So think of this as a huge warning for anyone who isn't totally disciplined with their money. I want this to really sink in. You have to see this for what it is. It's kind of like walking a tightrope. The amazing reward is on one side, but trust me, the debt monster is waiting right below. If you ignore the rules, this whole thing doesn't just not work. It will actually cost you money. So this entire system blows up in your face if you do any of these things. Miss a payment? Bam, you're hit with fees. Overspend just to get a bonus? Well, you've completely defeated the purpose. And if you carry any debt at all and start paying that high interest, the bank wins and you lose, period.
Really, this all boils down to having one specific mindset. A smart user treats their rewards credit card exactly like a debit card. They only spend money that they already have sitting in their bank account. The card is just a way to pay for things that happens to come with some pretty amazing perks.
And that brings us right back to where we started, to that big question. Now that you've seen how this system works, both the good and the bad, we're left with that final choice. Is a credit card a trap or is it a tool?
And this lays it out perfectly. For someone who is uninformed or undisciplined, yes, it is absolutely a trap. It creates debt and it costs you money. But for someone who's informed and disciplined, it becomes this incredibly powerful tool that creates free travel and literally unlocks value. The card itself doesn't change, the person using it does.
So in the end, the system itself is pretty neutral. Whether it ends up working for you or against you, that choice depends entirely on your actions and your discipline. You have the knowledge now. So what's your next move?